This is a video for my girls who are currently out there looking for someone to marry and they are not appropriately involving their parents. Now, I focus a lot on dysfunctional families and dysfunctional relationships on my TikTok page, but there are plenty of parents out there that are wonderful, have fulfilled their duties, and they're ready to allow their child to go on and start their own life within the right parameters with the right support. And the one thing I've noticed is the girls that have the most supportive families, you involve them the least. I do not understand why that is the case when there is hundreds and thousands of girls that are floating around out there with zero parental support, zero words of affirmation, zero understanding on where their life is going to be taking a new turn, and they need that support from the family. But you girls that have parents that have raised you, stuck by you, love you, telling you that no matter what happens, you have a home to come to. You are the same girls that are not involving your parents in your marriage situations? I just don't understand it. There are girls out there begging for parents to be involved. Majority of cases that I've heard so far in this year, especially you guys that have approached me, you've got wonderful fathers that are willing to stand in the firing line and vet this man. Stand by you to ensure you're going to the right place when there's so many women out here that do not have a mahram to do that for them. And you are neglecting your family's wisdom and you are not involving in that scenario, and then you are going to wonder why your marriage didn't work out. Because I've got a newsflash for you guys. You are never going to know more than your parents, ever. They are always going to be older than you. They are always going to be wiser than you. And because they are maybe not in line with the times, does not mean that their experience with other human beings is obsolete. Their experience with other human beings is far outweighs your intelligence and experience in that regard. You do not know how to vet a man, young lady. I don't know who's watching this and who's it is triggering, but you better listen to me very carefully. If you have a supportive mother and father that love you and want to see you go off in a marriage in a respectful way, you better put your mum and dad in the forefront of that situation. And you keep your mouth shut. You allow your mum and dad to do the job that they were sent down here to do, and you do not stand in the way of them. I don't want any of you going, oh no, but I'm not sure and I'll assess him for myself. What do you know about men compared to your father? Your father is a man. He's had years and years of interactions with other men. He's got men in the family that he's learned and understood how they operate and how they work. And you're going to tell me as a girl that you know more about men than your father does. I refuse to listen to rubbish like that. There's so many girls out here. You are being finessed by men that want visas. You're being finessed by men that are seeing a weak, vulnerable girl with no support. Remember one thing, ladies, a man needs to see that you have adequate support in your life. He needs to know that there are people in your life that love you. He needs to know that there will be consequences if he crosses certain lines. And when you refuse to involve your parents, when you have parents that are willing to be involved and there for you, you are in the wrong. There is no left or right about it. I do so many videos about parents not being there for their kids and being neglectful to their kids' needs and living quite a toxic life. But there are so many mums and dads that put their heart and soul into raising you, and you don't trust their judgment? Why? Because you think you're smarter than they are? Because you are not. You are not. I am 35 years old, and I cannot be smarter than my mother in regards to human interaction with other people. I might be able to articulate myself better. I might be able to analyze things on a wider scale. But when it comes to understanding human nature, it's impossible for me to bypass that extra 20 years of experience. I can't, how am I supposed to bridge that? I can't. So if you have a supportive, loving family and you are not involving them in your marriage situations and proposals, I'm sorry, sisters, but if difficult situations then come your way, it's your fault and you have to deal with it. There's lots of things that are qadar Allah. But if you are not involving the two people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put at the top of this list, and they're actually there for you, they've looked after you, they've provided for you, they've sent you off to university, and you guys are sitting there like, well, they're my parents, obviously they're meant to do that. No, they're not. They don't have to. Newsflash. There are plenty of parents out there that just wash their hands of their parents and of their children and go off and live their own separate lives. So if you have parents that are sticking by you and you don't utilize their experience and listen to what they have to say, and you allow your feelings for a particular man to overtake the logic that your father will have, don't come here and complain then when things go left. Because you didn't provide your parents with the adequate respect you needed to at the right time. And that is what social interaction is about. I know the movies make you think that you should fall head over heels in love and then tell your parents. You name a few people that's worked out for, you let me know. Because a lot of the time, we think we're a lot smarter than we actually are. And we need our mums and dads. And that never ends, no matter how old you get. And we pray, and I pray for all of us to, inshallah ta'ala, have the longest, most prosperous relationships and live healthy lives with our parents, inshallah ta'ala. But for those of you that are not giving your parents the due time and respect, wake up, ladies. Wake up, because you are not as worldly as you like to think you are. There's some experience you cannot bypass. And healthy, loving parents, they only want the best for you. Only the best. And no matter how much you love his beard, or he's a really good guy because he texts me every month to say that he gave charity. Ugh, the naivety is it cringes me out, truly. Involve your parents. They know better than you.